Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to another live stream. Thank you so much for stopping in as we are just getting started here. Make sure to hit that like button so we can pump those numbers up. As always, we're looking forward to an evening of StarCraft. Various arcade games and some nice relaxation for all. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. It looks like the stream has stabilized a bit, so we can switch on over to the StarCraft cam and get this party started. Now for the battle of the stream snipers, indeed. Let's go. And going. Surprise! And everyone's here. Alright, nailed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the forts stream earlier. Had a bit of hover forts involved. A lot of fun. Always cool to have the flying fort style peek in every so often, especially when there are some actually experienced flying forts players involved. First time watching a stream? Well, I hope you enjoy. I like how the games with Direct Strike these days. Winner is basically decided by whichever team has the most streamed snipers on it. Yeah, pretty much, Craig. But hey, you know, what can you do? Hello from Australia? Ooh, nice early in the morning for you over there. I'm just going to enjoy having some fun here. Wonder who's gonna stream snipe? Oh, I'm sure the usual players. The many. That's what you get for pre-sniping. I mean, that is a pretty guaranteed way to get into the lobby, yeah? Even if it's, sometimes risky. You love the Mindustry stream? Can't wait for more? Oh yeah, we're gonna have lots more Mindustry. I'm looking forward to it. Ooh, Banana Bean, nice matchup for you. Will be playing more Iron Harvest again anytime soon? Not sure, to be honest. I'm gonna be real. Game was a little bit, should we say, frustrating to play. Like, it's got potential as an RTS game. It's just frustrating. We'll see. I can tell you that I will be playing Mindustry for a while, and also some more Creeper World, so not likely to be jumping immediately back onto the train of Iron Harvest, shall we say? Thank you for the ping. Well, hello there.
Warning, nuclear launch detected.
Gluttony coming in with the nuclear launch. Hello. Oh, I just realized it's Krag as the Nova versus Articus. Well, that's gonna hurt a lot. Oh dear. Come on, team, you could do it. Alright, we got this. We win. Kind of. Do we take damage to the... No, we're good. Whoop. No, we're good. Close, but we're good nonetheless. Excellent. Alright. We could do it. And then we do this. And so forth. Gonna see any cat and mouse tonight? Probably. Usually do. We got some cheap spam units for the first game, only if I want to lose. What do I think is my favorite character in Direct Strike? I like Random. Random makes me happy. Which Minecraft mod is this? If only. But some multiplayer ministry soon? Probably not. I'll be real. Multiplayer ministry just is always a frustrating experience. But I will eventually play multiplayer again. Probably after doing the single player. Like after we completed it all, I'll probably do. I will be doing a little bit of multiplayer eventually. Should try WoW or Dota 2 RTS game modes. I'm unfamiliar with those in their entirety. I've never seen a WoW RTS mode, and I've never heard of a WoW RTS mode, and I've never seen a Dota RTS mode. I've actually never heard of that either. Oof. Do you win because you got out Vikings earlier? Yes, that is how that works. Now, unfortunately, that only works for so long as I don't have to deal with leaks. If I have to clean up leaks, then no longer works out that way. If that makes sense. Obviously, in a mirror match, the one that has a little bit more. Isn't WoW RTS basically Warcraft? I would assume so, yes, but that's not what was said. Well, hello there. Awesome Toyota! Coming in with the nuclear launch and the disrespect penny.
My barista didn't filter my coffee right. I issued her a restraining order.
Hey! Coming in with the puns. We have so many puns. Always more puns. Makes me happy. Oh, you sneaky. Okay, well, yeah. As long as I have to clean up the Nova leaks, I'm not going to be able to beat the Rainer mirror. At least they know that, and they're abusing it. Dota 2 does have arcadey-like workshop games. So interesting. I haven't seen them, because I don't play Dota. Yeah, it's really rather unfortunate for us here. For the record, Staggier, Blaze usually not the best option because what are they called? Marauder Commandos do double damage to Blaze. If you're gonna go with that option, it's usually best just to go with Rob. Yeah, pretty much. That's going to leave you on the back foot. Like, it's not like Blaze is entirely useless. He's just not ideal for the option. Is my opinion on Olive Garden? It's fine. I've never heard of a WoW RTS. Like, that's not... Like, I would have to Google that. Guardian the back foot versus Nova? Indeed. There's no real good solution to it. Especially considering that he's going that you're about to see a fair few liberators drop down on top of you. So there's so that's about to hurt. Yep. You kind of need your Robs and your what are they called? Robs and rattlesnakes. Robs, rattlesnakes, and the net from Vega. But you already have the Vega, so that's good. It is possible for you to just straight up mind control them, but not realistically while they have Marauders in front. So that's just kind of unfortunate. Sweet. Interesting little anti-synergy we have here. The Vikings not able to destroy their Vikings by virtue of their Vikings being pulled down by Vega. I mean, it's worth it, but a little bit of pain. Dayton Nova is one of the harder matchups for Tychus. Once you build for Marauders, outcome lives exactly. Makes it very difficult. There's the mind control coming out. Sweet. It is satisfying to see the Banshees get pulled down and flamethrowered by the blaze, I will say that. You missed up Warcraft 3 and WoW? Ah. That makes more sense. Gosh, Tychus coming in for the cleanup. It's fine. Ooh, the triple mind control. That's good. I mean, as long as those impalers constantly leak into the Nova wave, we should be okay on that front. And there it is. Good job, team. Is Zergek still a thing? Yes. Yes, it is. Well, hello there, Steel Chancellor. Welcome to the other chat. Whoa.
Warning, nuclear launch detected.
Horus coming in with the nuclear launch. Hello there.
Just a friendly nuke.
Thank you so much for the support. I'm glad you enjoy. You see, this is convenient. We wiped out a surprising amount of the Tychus wave, all things considered. By constantly watching both YouTube and Twitch chats, if I said no, would you believe me? Hey, there's the thing we were looking forward to. Yeah, I was waiting for that. Or rather, I was working toward it myself. We should still win. Do we still win? Hyperion is a tanky boy. Kinda, sorta. I think we would have won if Tychus didn't show up and wipe us out of the sky. But he did, so that's that. Alright, let's work on getting these guys in a better position. Hello there.
Warning. Nuclear launch detected.
Here's a nuke for an evening of StarCraft.
I'm glad you enjoy. Thank you so much coming in with that support, Mr. James. Dropping even more support on top of his already megaton of nukes earlier today. Can we get some love and chat for James coming in with a huge amount of support? Dropping that nuke. Thank you so much, man. It really means a lot.
Warning. Nuclear launch detected.
Oh, that's a lot of Nova. Oh no. This is how it ends, boys. Oh, Hyperion's in the back. Uh-oh. Alright. Our Banshee's doing good work. We still come out on top despite having to clean up Nova's wave as well. That's, we're definitely winning our mirror match super hard, I will say that. If you micro-warped in front of the Vikings to take fire, would that work? That would have worked. That also would have gotten my Hyperion killed, and I was kind of being greedy and hoping that I wouldn't have to do that. If I had did that, I would have guaranteed winning the engagement, but I also wouldn't have had the Hyperion for the next battle. That is my reasoning there. Greetings from Germany, well. Hello there, our friend from Germany. Alright, so what I'm seeing here is it is time for a little bit of air to ground. I need to deal as much damage to this Tychus as possible just to guarantee that we... Oh wow, are we actually just going to straight up wipe out the Tychus? No, we're not. But we will stack with the Haka wave pretty hard. That's going to be nice. Banshees we go. This is actually really nice for our team. Just having the Liberators get stuck attacking the Hyperion. The Liberators don't perform particularly well versus the Hyperion either. So having them there is extremely good for us. Because the Liberators are wiping out our Tychus, and without the Liberator in play, our Tychus can push through Nova's wave. And then kind of slaughter everything in Raynor's wave, because Raynor is woefully unprepared to deal with their Tychus. Or our Tychus. Then again, so am I. But, you know, some damage better than no damage, right? Eat the abilities of the other Tychus? Yes. That is pretty much the best I can hope for, and I seem to be doing that well enough, all things considered. It's certainly enough to guarantee the victory in that wave. We're just playing PlanetSide 2? Yes, every Saturday he does. It's our, or should I say, his outfit operations night. So this is pretty brutal. They have units from all 3 of their waves stacking on top of them for this assault, so I'm not going to survive this here. Not by a long shot. I like how I invested in Banshee Cloak, but I purposefully have Banshee Cloak disabled. So that's nice. Alright, so then I want to do this here. Yeah. Wait, where did this... I need to go here. Okay. Alright, we're good. Need to invest a little bit more into the anti-air department now. Before we get run over by all things. Oof, the Goliaths. Everything hits so hard. Uh-oh. Just gotta do what I can to clean up their wave. And come on. Ooh. We get the Hyperion. That's half of what matters. Yikes. That's really rather unfortunate here. Do I want to get... There's no way. There's no way. It's like, do I want to get medics? But there's no way that my medics have any amount of survival time versus those marauders. I just need to fly over, do what I can. Look at those marauders underrunning. Okay, Banshees, go in front. Do what you can do. Come on out, come out on top. My lord, our wave is so much stronger in the mirror. Like, we just, even having to deal with Nova leaks, we just come out on top consistently. It's amazing. Enemy Tychus is getting upgrades. Oh, good for us. Makes our life easier. He went Gear Tychus to 3-2. Yeah, that hurts them quite a lot. Uh-oh. One Liberator survives. That's bad for our Tychus. That's really bad for our Tychus. He did. He got 2 serious, actually. Just quite a lot. Hyperion is taking a lot of damage. Yep. It face tanks everything, and it's very good at that. We want it to survive, but we also want it to take a lot of damage. Like, a lot of damage. So that's really the best we could hope for. If I can get a couple regular battle cruisers, that would be nice. The Banshee AoE for those Marauders and Medics? I mean, yeah, I should. No excuse not to. The reality is Banshees are just an alternate tank. It's nice to have the Banshees in the field, but the reason I'm spreading them out as opposed to stacking them is so that they can take more hits. If we win the air, we win the mirror. As long as we have Banshees in the air and spread out, then our Vikings will never die. As long as our Vikings don't die, we win the air battle. Win the air battle, we win the mirror. We're in the mirror. We can mess up their Tychus. Make our team's lives that much easier. Gosh. So many abilities used. Oof. Come on. Yep. There it is. All those abilities used. All that time distracted. Okay, so now what I want to do here is get a couple battle cruisers just to help the Hyperion take a few more hits. That would be good. It's more DPS while tanking? Yes, you're correct. It is good to do. Uh-oh, what happened here? Why are we losing? Oh, because their Nakara kept their Siriuses alive. So now we have a ton of extra stuff to worry about, and it got off its second cast of its abilities. Ooh, that hurts a lot. Our Hyperion just ate all those. That's really rather unfortunate. It's a mega stack to deal with. Is this a fun game? It is a fun game. I like it. No snow up in Michigan. Oh no. Just you or Nakara better now? Nakara hasn't had any notable buffs. Nakara's always been a good unit for stacking. Just keeps units alive for so long. This is where things become a problem for us. As we don't have a whole lot of anti-ground, and those Marauders are looking mighty angry with us. Yep, GG. Almost got him. Only a handful of Marauders left, but alas, not enough air to ground. GG. Alright guys, that was awesome. Alright guys, if you want to see more stream snipers, make sure to hit that like button so that we can have plenty more stream snipers jump in here. Alright guys, you got 3 seconds to hit that like button, because after 3 seconds I'm going to hit the join button and we're going to be filled with stream snipers. In 3, 2, 1, boom. Sweet. That was an instantly full lobby. Enemy tech is getting upgrades helped. So the thing about Direct Strike, including Tychus, especially Tychus, Direct Strike is a game about what is better, not what works. Just because something worked doesn't mean it's a good strategy. If the comment is the Tychus getting upgrades helped, the reality is the Tychus getting upgrades worked. If that Tychus in that same position had gotten more units as opposed to the upgrades, it would have had an even stronger effect than the Tychus with upgrades. If that makes sense. The Tychus with upgrades worked, but was still less powerful than a Tychus who would have gone just sheer units instead. It really says something about the state of the game. If a Tychus who has gotten upgrades is meaningfully participating, that match would have been extremely one-sided if instead of getting upgrades, he instead invested into more units. Surprised you lasted so long? Indeed. That Nova matchup was really one-sided. How do you win versus Tychus as Swan? Very carefully. Here. 1-to-1 ratio of Hellbats and Cyclones. do, do, do. Fortunately. Do you think Tychus would be better if they made the upgrades universal rather than specific to the unit? I mean, cost-wise, it's hard to say. I guess it's going to come down to balancing. I think it's just going to depend on balancing in that matter. But I'm not sure, honestly. Probably, if I were to make a guess. The problem with that is it's a really bad idea to make Tychus better, because Tychus is already disgustingly powerful, like easily the strongest commander in the game. So like, do you want to make it stronger? Not really. Apollyon. Exactly, Apollyon. Like, there's no need to, Who's the worst commander in the game, then, that isn't Zagara? Win rate rise, I think that goes to Warzone, maybe? Like, Zagara isn't a bad commander, it's just a boring commander. I think win rate rise, probably Warzone takes it. Is Zagara still boring, even after slight unit changes or addition of unit? So, turns out the addition of the unit really didn't change much, like, at all. Which is rather unfortunate. Still, the best strategy seems to be Hunter-Killer Aberration Race. You go play Warzone and make it work now. If you micro right, you can win most matchups with Warzone. Thing is, Warzone's kit is just so limited and cheesy that it makes it that if someone has the tools to deal with Warzone, then your options are extraordinarily limited. But if you have 150 APM to spend every time, isn't stalker spam ridiculous? No, it's not. It is an option, but it is hardly ridiculous. Zagara needs her ability buffed. I don't even know about that. Like, it's difficult to say that because Zagara's ability is quite good. Don't even the micro much as Warzone, just learn to play? Oh, I mean, at some point you gotta learn to cast your webs properly, you gotta learn to cast your, what are they called? To precast all of your stasis wards, blink micro on the Dark Templar to make sure they're hitting the right targets. Most of the time you need to like blink them behind the line, that way they don't waste all their ability on the front line trash units, mob units. Sometimes you gotta micromanage the mind control. There's a lot of things to do. How are things in Florida right now? Actually really nice. It's nice temperature outside for like not too long. That's gonna go away very quickly. It's just a typical Florida. Florida doesn't change much. You have wet season and you have dry season. We're going into dry season, which means it's less rainy. For whatever that counts. Warzone rush tier 3 every game is Vora. And go Dark Archons or Oracle Corsair. Now, you see, the thing I've seen people say that, and I haven't seen that work particularly well, even for the people who do that. Like, I don't see a reason to rush tier 3 when you could just go tier 2 and do the same thing. Like, the benefit of tier 3 is that you get... hello there. James Kavanaugh coming in with more nukes. Can we get some love in chat for James, who's coming in with more support?
MAD
Thank you
mutually
so
assured
much, man.
donations.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, on the Vorazun discussion, like the reason you'd want to go tier 3 is for the Shadow Guard. And my problem with that is that if you're going to go Shadow Guard, you're going Shadow Guard because you're in a matchup where you need Dark Templar. And just getting Dark Templar earlier with more just getting Dark Templar earlier and not spending that extra money on tier 3 just works out. Like, it just seems to work out so much better than going straight tier 3. Whereas you can go tier 3 and get the Shadow Guard, but then that's slower and it's just not as effective as building straight up Dark Templar at the beginning. And if you're going Skyvor Zone, then
Warning.
why are you doing
launch
tier
detected.
3? Oof, this is gonna be an interesting battle.
Mutual indeed.
Oh dear. Okay. There we go. Just for the sheer damage output. Let's spread these guys out a bit. Make sure to get this guy going. Then this. Oh, did we just lose our bunker? We did. That's a yikes. Siege tank is a good unit. Uh-oh. Swarm Queen's kind of strong. It's not the Swarm Queens that are messing me up. It's the, Ooh, this is gonna hurt a lot. It's not the Swarm Queens. It's the... What are they called? The Ravagers behind. Yeah, this hurts a lot. I cannot deal with Tychus. At least Warbringer's coming in clutch. Come on. Yes, good job, Warbringer. Incursus going for Probrius? No. I mean, I'm never not going for Probrius, but still. Sentinels, not versus, definitely not versus, what is that called? Abathur. That's just a mistake. Like, Immortals are good, don't get me wrong. I just need something to chunk through a little bit better. See, a couple disruptors getting 10 kills. Yeah, that's how you do that. Let's make sure to disable Thunderous Charge. Thank you. There we go. There's the damage we're looking for. See, a couple disruptors, everything gets solved. Phoenix Legionnaires versus Sentinels. You are correct. Phoenix versus Abathur in favor of Phoenix or Abba. I'm pretty certain Abba wins that one. Because Air Abathur just kind of messes up everything that Phoenix has. If I recall correctly. I'm lucky that my opponent is going ground. I don't want this, I want this. Ooh. Yeah, that Disruptive Splash really coming in clutch here. Ooh. He's got Swarm Hosts. Alright, I think it is time for us to get a little bit of anti-air mixed in. Disruptor's got like 20 kills apiece. Wanna play Brawl next? Oh, what is the Brawl this time around? I mean, probably not, but what is the Brawl anyways? Good God. The Disruptor's just chunking everything. It's a beautiful sight to see. There we go. Come on, take him out. Well, we almost took out all the Aegis Guard. That's a step in the right direction. Bountiful, Bastion, and Aura. Oof, it's just a long game match. Banana Bean! I guess the Assault Galleons aren't a terrible idea, considering they're leaking. You know, I still haven't gotten a detector. I should fix that. Hey, good job, team. Shooting Sigma sticks. An understandable feel. You know, I'm leaving these disruptors on autocast, and they are absolutely getting the job done of their own accord. Like, I'm not even mad for once. Might be a good idea to get a scout or two. We have one. We have a very big one, actually. He's dealing with their anti-air, so their anti-air cannot deal with our warbringer. I'm always surprised at how much just raw DPS those Thors have. Like, he just got more Devourers, which just means there's more Devourers to stun all at the same time. Like, that's a heavy investment. Mojo coming in clutch. We got detection, we've got everything we need. Sweet. Time for more units. Keep them at bay. Do this, and then this guy next. Splash damage, the best kind of damage. It is quite good. Pretty sure Adepts, Scouts, Carriers win versus Abba Air. I don't know about that. I'm pretty certain Mutalisk just kind of beat everything there. The only thing the Mutalists lose to are the, what is it called? Are Phoenix's Dragoon AoE ability. And, that's not... that ability is particularly limited. I mean, Mutalists after a certain point just beat Adepts by virtue of being all stacked in a corner, and with a chain attack just obliterates them. They're not Kerrigan mutas, sure, but they still win after a certain point. And before that certain point, the only thing that's keeping the Mutalists alive are the Phoenix abilities. Mojo and Phoenix? In my experience, I've never had trouble with it. I can see where that comes from. I've still not had trouble just going air as Abathur versus Phoenix. Again, obviously, this is mostly versus pubs, but mostly. Like, Vipers just invalidate Adepts. Like, entirely. Then the only thing that's keeping the Phoenix alive is specifically Dragoon Phoenix and Mojo. Everything else just flat out loses, and Dragoon Phoenix and Mojo eventually just fall to the masses because you can only get one apiece. So, like, I get it, but it's a losing battle. It's a timed battle there. He suggests 2 4 Legionnaires at front. I mean, the Legionnaires aren't going to do all that much. They're not going to survive the Abathur wave. Actually, that's not a lot of DPS anymore. He might actually survive. The amount of anti-air he's getting, he's just going mass Devour, and I have exactly 2 units that are affected by Devour, so like, I don't really care that much. If he wants to control the if he wants to do that, I'm gonna just blow up everything else. Oh, the Disruptors. So many kills. But your Galleons? You're not even having to clean up ground wave units. Because I'm going around and killing the next... I'm going around and obliterating the next wave. It's called an overinvestment into anti-air right there. I should move my observer, though. It's kind of in the blast radius. Let's do this.
Warning. Nuclear launch detected.
Hello there. Not using Dragoon Phoenix? Probably should. I've just been using it to tank. Yeah, let's switch back to Dragoon Phoenix. Awesome, Toyota coming in with another nuke. Awesome, just with so many awesome nukes tonight. Was you late night Incursus in the arcade? Absolutely. Ooh, that's Blaze Shield. That's going to help them versus us. He's still seriously 0-0? He's got 0-0 upgrade to the 20-minute mark. Okay. I should be up at 3-3 everything at this point. Widow Mines are certainly a fun unit solving all the problems. Hey, look, it's a Leviathan. That's some air to ground for me to attack. Should be nice. Oh, I didn't get a fourth conservator. Rip dream. Now we're only going to have only half of the army is going to be bubbled.
Warning. Nuclear launch detected.
Hello there, James coming in with another nuclear launch. Hey, look, our immortals are punching the base. Isn't that funny how that works?
Toyota.
GG. Excellent timing on the nuclear nuclear lunch. Timing it with the victory. Good game, friends. Good game indeed.
Warning. Nuclear launch detected.
Oh my. Toyota responding in kind.
Right back at ya.
Everything is on fire. Everything is always on fire.
Why is cow milk so unbalanced? Because they lactose.
Lactose. Okay, I get it. Music ticker disappear? It looks like it did disappear. Let's fix that. Hey, it's back. All right, sweet. Sweet. Man, power team is here. And off we go. Streams make Saturday night at work bearable? Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. Hey, Staggy here! Oh, you expended on the Ripper rounds. RIP! At least you got a middle bonus for the rest of us. I trust you know how to handle this one, Stag. I mean, that is true. He may not know. Ooh, Alarak versus Dahaka. I think that's technically Alarak favored, but only just. Away we go. Very poor Tychus. Exploded. And upgrade. Alright, let's do this. Hopefully we're not waking up to... Alright, sweet. We didn't wake up to Goliaths, which is nice. His friends coming to help. Should have gotten Sam that wave. Indeed. Oh, well... At least there's no more eat for Banana Beans wave. Did he manually... So that Dahaka microed his roar and hit nothing. Which is a hard rip for him. Working on a final? Oh my, what kind of final do you have there? Oh, yeah, looks like he's got it. He's technically still on top, but only just. Hello there, Max. Right. Oh, he's tier 3. Uh-oh, that's a yikes. Yeah, this is a very bad matchup for me. Like, hard yikes. Tier 2 upgrade, not tier 3. Well, I mean, he is tier 3. That's what I was confused about. Like, why is he tier 3? I don't know. But he is. I need to pull these guys back slightly. I think I want to hang on to them for the moment, but under the understanding that they're not the greatest investment right now. It's good for me. It is. It's probably the reason why I won last wave. What happened with our Tychus here? Oh, probably their Nova existing is what happened to their Tychus. Yeah, I kind of needed those other units to tank for my Rays so that they didn't get stunned out of their brains. Seems that is not going to happen. And they will just explode. Okay. If that Tychus hits me with his grenade, I'm just never going to have an opportunity to beat up the Nova. Oh well, I should have thought about Stagiaire having that on autocast. Didn't think about that. That's my bad. That's really my bad. But hey, at least their Tychus didn't get the grenade off, which helps me immensely. Okay. Long as... Alright, that's good. So, we're able to beat the Nova Wave, even through a middling amount of... or I suppose a near trivial amount of Tychus leak. So we're not too far behind. As long as I don't have to clean up Tychus too often, I could probably stay ahead. Maybe. It's gonna be a little close. A little very close. This hurts. This hurts a lot. More Tychus units. That's one, almost two Hellbats down. Oof. Hopefully we can keep it. Well, he's got a Marine now, which is an interesting decision. And here comes the... Oh, yikes. All it took was the Hellbat Rangers. Yep, not enough. What do? I think I do this. This.
Not enough minerals.
Uh-oh. Alaric not taking out Tahaka fast enough? Yeah. I usually go with the Stalker play, and then once I have sufficient Stalker mass to keep my dudes alive for a long time. I usually ignore Vanguards unless the Tahaka's going for something that's specifically weak to Vanguards. I just go straight to the giant giraffe boys. They handle everything very well. Everything Tahaka, that is. I'm going to get another set of these over here, just for their crowd control abilities. I'm genuinely tempted to get more wraiths. Oh, do we win it? Literally, the Tahaka worms were enough to make the difference here. Marines seem to keep raids away from Goliaths. I mean, yes. Yes, they do that. That's not a significant issue. Because we can deal with the Marines. Hey, came out on top. Good job. Tychus mirror coming, paying off. Good job, team. All right. Oh, that just hurts so much to see that happen. All right, that was one-sided. Even with the worms coming in and cleaning out my backline. Well, we ate all those creepers. That should help. That doesn't even help Alaric that much. Alright, sweet. Widow Mines? Widow Mines are not something you want to get early. Widow Mines specialize in splash damage, so unless you're against an opponent who is super weak to splash damage, then... I saw that Stagiaire. That hurt a lot. I did not expect that. Yeah, unless you have someone who's going full mass spam, then the Widow Mines aren't all that great. And if you do have someone going mass spam, well, I mean, if they're not going mass spam, then the Widow Mines are good for their splash damage, but later when the units are actually bunched up. Widow Mines aren't even particularly good versus Nova, whose units are notably thick. Alright, what do here? Yeah, that one usage of creepers was enough to turn the tides quite a lot. I think is Widow Mine's actually the option here? Okay. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it. This rides on Banana Bean winning every wave and dealing the damage. So if I have to clean up Tychus, I can mitigate. Basically, I can mitigate damage, but I can't win. Wrathwalkers are pretty good. They are very good. Ooh, mega value here. Like, at this point, I'm just trying to figure out how can I stack with the team to make sure that everyone wins their wave so I don't have to deal with Tychus. So I can have any amount of help versus the Nova wave. I think we've offset them enough that I may consistently not have to deal with Nova ever again, which would be nice. Mass Crooked Sam's really isn't even that bad versus Nova. Oh, we just straight up win. Mass Sam's versus base. GG. Beautiful. That worked out better than I expected. Time to brawl. We'll do brawl after this one. And now we load.
I wanna know your dark side. I wanna know your secret.
You're curious what actually broke things there? It was the... What are they called? The Alarak Giraffe units. Wrathwalkers. Ooh. Alright. The Wrathwalkers are what did it. They leaked into the Tychus wave. Eviscerated Tychus, and then, well, I helped out versus the Nova. And then once we had offset and I started building the, what are they called? The flying barracks. The flying barracks didn't help much. They were just kind of there. Because once we were offset, Alarak absolutely curb stomped Tychus. And our Tychus just swooped in for the win. Are static defenses free? Yes, they are free. This is probably a mistake. Hello there, NG. And Mr. Geitgood. was hoping to get a cheese out of it, but not gonna happen. Not with the Swan on the team, and I put myself on the back foot versus Stukov. Oh, that's a Warzone. Wonder if B-noobs can handle it. Probably not, but we'll see. Warzone has a limited unit? Yes, the Shadow Guard, which are just tankier. They're just bigger, beefier Dark Templar. Here come the DTs to swish swoosh. Goodbye Zerglings, and then goodbye Kerrigan. Alright, so the reason I'm tier 3 right now is because I need mind control. But in terms of priority, the Shadow Guard come in a higher priority than mind control does. Make sure to disable this. So we get our Shadow Guards out and then mind control everything. Well, specifically the bunker. It's kind of important. Oh, well. I'm impressed. He pre-scanned. Not even mad. Gosh. The Shadow Guard are good units. 9 kills, 7 kills, 5 kills. That's some good damage right there. Okay. It almost worked. Almost worked, yes. Very nearly. Mind control active. So we should have a decent composition versus their Stukov here. Not gonna lie, I got a little worried when I saw the pre-scan. The science vessel, I think, made the difference. Providing detection and the extra damage is enough. No! So close. Oh no, he got Mutalisk versus Warzone. That's not something you can come back from. That's a hard yikes. Uh-oh. DT Blink resets cooldown and switch swoosh? It does not. Am I seriously going to have to get a Corsair just to deal with this? I think I am. That hurts. That hurts a lot. They have so much anti-air? Do they? I mean, they have 3 Corsairs. They have 3 Corsairs. I mean, my Stukov opponent has Marines, which are generally considered anti-air. If only just. Yeah, this is an unfortunate experience. That's a pretty hefty stack. That needs to go away. The problem is using my black hole here, despite these Tauras doing good work, is our Vorazun has built in such a manner they just straight up lose to their... Or our Kerrigan has built... So they just straight up lose to the Vorazun, which is very difficult to do as Kerrigan, but nonetheless, it has been done. All of this is unfortunate. Okay, I think I need more Darkons in the mix. I think I need to manually do the... Oh, nice. Vorazun has a liberty to go tier 3. Thanks. Yeah. Our Stepman is doing a good job. I think he's just having to clean up so many leaks here that it's not a good spot for him. Hey, there we go. There's the victory-ish that we were looking for. Okay. I need to get this. I need to disable its... I need to get one more of these. Slap you over there. I think I want another Darkon to handle things. Then... Shields, maybe? Shields. Hopefully that'll be enough. Oh, the black hole. Alright. I think I can leave the... Yes, I can leave things on autocast this time around. Mind control you. Mind control you. Deal damage, please. Or these don't tank for things. Not enough. Stack too heavy. That's units from all 3 waves in it. Don't know if another mind control is going to be enough. I need more damage output. Have a good one, Mr. Fun Police. With the correct unit build for Kerrigan versus Vorazun, either mass Hydra or mass Ultralisk. One of the two. Both of which are acceptable options. You kind of need to have a few of both. Like in the mass Hydra, you need at least a couple Ultras, and in the mass Ultras, you need at least a couple Hydra. But one or the other. Alright. I don't want to lose the cannon here. Hopefully this is enough to keep it alive. It's not going to be enough to keep it alive. Not a siege tank stacked. Nope. I don't think this is a winnable match. Alright, what do? Versus the Swan, I'm going to have to get... I think a few more Corsairs. Get the anti-ground unit Corsair ability. There's really not very many good. mind control targets here. There are a couple good ones here, though. You can get reanimated. Instantly targeted and died, okay. Excuse me, is that my internet? Did you guys have a hiccup there? Things are showing fine on my end. We see you. Okay. That has to have been a hiccup with Blizzard servers then. Because my side looked perfectly fine. That was extremely confusing. Everything is on fire!
Awesome stream
My.
so far, plus payday was today, so yay. Also
Ooh,
chat trivia,
my.
what if your favorite letter or can say favorite number? P just kinda wanna spam chat, sorry. Lol.
NG coming in with the support. Thank you so much, man. It really means a lot. That's what TTS is for. It's for having a good time. It's for having fun. Alright, versus the Swan, I'm gonna need to throw in a few more Void Rays. Definitely a connection to StarCraft? Yeah, definitely. Am I gonna have to clean up Vorazun here? Oh, this is a problem. Ooh, this is a problem. Just cast it anywhere. Ooh, this is a problem. Yeah, I am woefully unprepared to clear up Vorazun, and that's the end of that. Alright. That was very one-sided. Yeah, you can't. Kerrigan, you can't do that. Cat must know I promised Brawl, so we're gonna hop into some Brawl. Why is it every time I stream you have to go to bed or else? That sounds really rather unfortunate. He saw the prompt popped up and he wondered what happened. Yeah, I just welcome to Blizzard sometimes. He was doing surprisingly well versus the Swan as well. I mean, not the Swan, the Stukov. Like, Stukov is just straight up a hard counter to Vorazun, and that Stukov wasn't playing it particularly poorly. So I was content with my performance. As just Vorazun is not a character that can carry. Vorazun's units just don't have the vitality. They don't have the damage output to make the difference. They're gimmicky and they're fun to do, but once their abilities are used off the gate, they just can't hurt things. Most games, why do you pick random? Because it's the most interesting commander available. What was it? I was playing Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is a lot of fun. I'll say that. Can't counterpick at random. I mean, that is fair, but not the reason I choose it. So for my Cyberpunk playthrough, I've gone with a full Netrunner style build. I just unlocked the legendary quick hacks. quite strong. They are. Or was it? I went into an area where I'm extremely underleveled for. Like, I got a sniper that just casually hits for 10k a shot. Did a trivial amount of... I wouldn't say trivial, but not a terribly significant percentage of the target's HP. Yeah. Still able to one-shot things using the quick axe. Like, whoa, that's a lot of damage. How'd D&D go on Wednesday, Thursday? It was good. We did a session 0 thing, so it was less of a starting out than a character building and making sure everyone's good to go kind of thing, and that went pretty well. I actually got to use my webcam for that. And by webcam, I mean phone, because I don't actually have a real webcam. Just whenever I need to do webcam things, I plug my phone into my computer and just use that. Forgot that with my new monitors, I do not have a webcam holder, so that was fun. Spent the first 15 minutes of the D&D session 0, just building a phone holder out of Connects. I was impressed I managed to get that done. Alright, so is this cooldown going to be worth it? Yes. Oh, right, I didn't cover the things of the Brawl. I said it in chat, or at least it was said in chat a few times. For Brawl, we have Bountiful, so refiners grant double income. Basically just means we're on auto gas permanently. We have Bastion, so base structures have double life, meaning we don't have to defend our base as much, which lends toward a later game. And then we have Aura. We're able to choose a powerful bonus. This case, I've just chosen the cooldown speed. So our Stalkers and similar ability-based units are going to have a bit more strength. My opponent looks like he's chosen the bonus damage, which I'm okay with. Ooh, I did a lot of damage to that Alarak right there. Look how quickly that blink comes off cooldown. You get armor and CDR? Nice. Wait, CDR is Zagara? But why though? Unless you're talking about your opponent? I mean, versus your opponent, armor and CDR, okay. Your opponent got the armor and CDR as well. And that makes sense when he's as an Abathur. Phone is best webcam? Yeah, the phone actually makes a really good webcam. Like a really good webcam. It's so crisp and clear. Albark is your opponent. Okay. Yeah, I believe you. You're correct. It's just the Abathur unit just kept leaking. I was winning my wave, and then the Abathur units came in. Zagara bonus Banes, that's not a reason to get CDR. But hey, you know, the armor is nice. Most of the time you just have to pick whatever is available as opposed to what's actually ideal. Bonus armor is pretty good. Just saw the Incursus face reveal. Hey! What's the setting for D&D game? Basically apocalyptic Florida. Which is, sounds interesting. Curious to see how it's going to work out. It's like, but Florida is an apocalypse every day. Oh. Alright, so my wave is not performing particularly well anymore, which means I need more of these. Once we get a critical mass of these, where we could just be on constant blink, that's gonna be great. Just a normal Florida, pretty much. So it's gonna fit right in, I think. What is happening with their against our Abathur? Why is Abathur rolling us so hard? Like, it's a real problem. Alright, I need to deal with the swarm units a bit better. New to Direct Strike, what's a good commander to learn? Zagar is a great starter because Zagar only has one build and it's horrendously boring, but you can play it optimally and you can get a good understanding of what's happening because there's not a lot of complexity to it at all. Haven't been to Australia, have I? I have not, no. Abathur Bile cooldown reduction? Yeah, that's what they got. +1 armor and bile, and cooldown reduction. So that's gonna it's absolutely brutal. Like it is very brutal for sure. Come on. What, you see how the stalkers, they stack so well? They just keep beating up on everything. That's what we're looking for here with this. Just need a little bit more splash damage. Abathur OP. Abathur is quite the strong commander, that's for sure. I'm real tempted to get an entire second line of Slayers here. It's probably a good idea. Oh, sweet Jesus! We're finally pushing into Abathur. Oh, that's amazing. Just needed a few more Aegis guards. Alright. Beautiful. So we should clean this wave up pretty quickly. It's like, they can't... Into Mengsk, yes. Into Mengsk, we mean. Well, we cleaned up... Our player here, LTR, has cleaned up his wave and very technically leaked into Mengsk. Which means I just straight up wipe the floor with Mengsk. And we push very hard into the photon cannon. Which, are we actually going to get it here? Despite Bastion, wow, we would actually have gotten it if it wasn't for the Alrak ability. That was close. Very close. Oh, got it. Good job. GG. Will I ever play Space Engineers? I do not believe I'll be getting into Space Engineers anytime in the foreseeable future. As cool as it seems, it is simply an extremely complicated game that would take more hours to learn and effectively play than I'm willing to devote. Okay, I think it's time to actually switch back to Stalkers after I flesh this guy out real quick. Okay. Then I want this. And then I want this. We'll be good. Beautiful. Whew. That's brutal. So the reason I'm going for Mass Stalkers here is just because of the cooldown reduction. Did I play Cyberpunk? Yes, I have played Cyberpunk. I've played a lot of it, actually. It's good fun. I like it. Good game. Let's get one armor upgrade. Oh, we'll get the armor upgrades too. Might as well. Then we push even harder. Ooh, we brought it down to almost halfway. That would have been just shy of GG in any other match outside of the Brawl. Poor Von Hernani. It's just Aegis Guard versus Aegis Guard. Actually, there's a Black Hammer here. That Black Hammer is literally going to make the difference because it hits for 80 by 2 every second. I'm pushing into Alarak. Yeah, I need more supplicants. Pushing into Alarak, I need more supplicants here. Does Brawl increase shields? No, just the HP. Ooh. Abathur's trying to hold. Correction, Abathur is holding. Abathur is a good unit. Now they counter push. No, they are not going to counter push this. I'm going to come in and smash them. Really hard. They do not have the ability to stop me from clearing out all of this. Like, we pushed them back and cleared up all the leaks. Like, this is... Alarak himself is going to go down here in a moment. And then we're just going to slam and push them even harder. Yeah. Our Zagara is going to have a hard time versus these Ravagers. Our Zagara definitely needs some more aberrations in front. And in the middle and behind. Opponent has accounted me properly? Let's see. My opponent is the Mengsk, but the Mengsk is having a hard time reaching me. I think this is it. Roaches do well. I mean, they're okay, but against Bile, they just kind of die, especially considering the cooldown reduction on it. Yeah, that's good. We'll do another Brawl. And away we go. Although I forgot the shield mix, I don't think that would have made any meaningful impact on the game. F Brawl. Oh, you're right. I didn't do the Brawl. I just straight up autopiloted. Oh dear. Uh-oh. This is a hard yikes for me. I'm gonna have a bad one. Incoming GG. And it's an Alarak versus... Ooh. Ooh. All of this hurts. All of this hurts a lot, guys. Oh dear. Well, at least there's an advantage there. Maybe you can carry us to the win here, Craig. Like, this is really bad. This is really bad. Zagara takes so long to spin up. Like, we need the offset to happen immediately. And they have thick defenses. Oof. I've already got the plus run range on these guys, so hopefully we can get some damage done here. We lost Zagara. Sadness. Oh yeah, that's not happening. Not with that Alarak here. Or plus 2 range, sorry. Do not have a solution to this problem. Don't know what the units are? Oh boy, there are many different units, because these are the co-op units. If you're unfamiliar with the units, there's not much I can do to help you. Like, you have to play. There's a lot of different units here. Uh-oh. Here comes the big boy. I need something in front to tank. This works. Yeah, the problem is that Vananagi is going to leak Gary almost every time, and those Mutalists are just going to die to Gary, which is not a good place for the team to be in. Trying to get enough anti-air up here. 28 kills on Zagara. That's satisfying to see. Hello, Zagara. You gonna get wiped? No leak? Yeah, I mean, you're right. No leak at all. God, alright. Hey, no leak. Sweet. Who here needs it most? Go for it. Oh, we got the double stack on the ability of the Frenzy and the Shield Overcharge. This will help. The armor is ridiculous on these things. Let's get a little bit more. Let's get this guy up. And you here. Oh, Super Gary. Oh no. I don't have enough Dragoons for this. I don't know if I can have enough Dragoons for this. Don't know why I didn't expect Super Gary, considering he hadn't built more units. That's an uh-oh right there. Yeah, Super Gary's gonna wipe out Mutalists left and right. Yeah, more Muta is the answer, unfortunately. Guardians are pretty okay too, but more mutas. Oh, that hurts a lot. I believe I cannot afford to invest into different units right now. I just kind of gotta go into damage mitigation mode here and just accept that my time is limited. Oh yeah, he's got the ultras out. Well, it was a... we tried, team. We tried. Like... I didn't leak this time, but that's gonna change real quick. It's gonna change real quick. How did Tempest fare? Not well. Tempests do not beat the Corruptors, and they very much so do not beat Hydras. So right now, I'm just trying to survive and try not to leak. Try to leak as little as possible so that my other teammate, specifically Banana Bean here, can win hard enough to offset so that I never have to fight Stepman again. That's the plan. So far, it's almost working. Zagar is actually performing really well versus Stepman for now. Come on, we've got some damage here. Bonus damage. Get it? Get it? Alright, we got it. That will help us offset immensely. Or, it will help us immensely in our goal of offsetting. Which is still not a perfectly well-crafted sentence, but nevertheless. So here is a problem. Abathur pushing into, yeah, Vipers are going to be necessary for that. Because Abathur pushing into Megsk is a rough time. What's the general strategy when playing with Dahaka and Direct Strike? Well, Dahaka is one... there are many commanders in Direct Strike. And to deal with and every one of those commanders, you have to memorize the ideal unit composition for dealing with that whatever commander is in question. So, the answer is go to the spreadsheet, figure out what commander you need to beat, and then go from there. And just build the appropriate units. And that's kind of how that goes. Okay. There we go. Nice. Alright, I think I need to get a bunch of these guys in the background now. There's a spreadsheet. Where do you find it? If you join the Discord, it's linked in a lot of places. If you scroll down into the description below, you can check out our community Discord, and in the StarCraft channel, there are a list of helpful links, including the spreadsheet that we're talking about here. Ultras just keep respawning. Oh ho ho ho, Alarak. Oh, that was satisfying. Oh, Bob, that was satisfying. Yep. Super Gary... well, it was Super Gary injured them. And then Alarak came through with the 1-2 punch. And that was how that went. Come on, DPS. Mutas can be countered easy enough with Splash. Yes. Versus Alarak, who doesn't have air splash, the mutas do particularly well, but versus someone like, well, Stepman, who does have air splash, mutas do particularly poorly. Alright, hopefully this is gonna make a difference. We're gonna have to clean up Minsk first, which is kind of an issue. Kind of. So, Stetman, I'm sorry, Abathur really doesn't have an answer to Stetman. Like, you need probably Ravagers. Like, you need the ground to air. Yeah. Like, Biomass Roach with a couple with Ravagers behind is probably the way to go. Alright, let's get this up. Oh, didn't get it this time. That's unfortunate. You said this isn't Brawl? Yeah. I messed that one up. I went on full autopilot for it. Like, I'll defend it here, but I won't protect it from what's coming next. Sweet. Amazing. Just a little extra HP boost from the shield is all it takes. Didn't even have to frenzy that. I was just gonna look out. Yep. A little bit of splash damage comes in, but it's not enough. And Alarak's wave vanishes. Cloud of dust. Okay. Don't really have to do too much here. So I should get a chunk of damage done against these Ultras, who have +3 armor, which is going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. I got 2 of them. Sweet. He's got just enough Ascendants to wipe the mutas. Like, you need Guardians at this point. Reaver for the burst? I mean, that's not a bad idea. Immortals tend to do better than the Reavers in this particular example, just because of the anti-armor damage. Like, I'm not expecting my units to, I'm not exactly expecting them to be surviving here, if you catch my drift. So I'm just looking for that damage output. For that damage output, Immortals tend to perform better in this particular example. I mean, they still lose to the Ultralists, and they lose pretty hard, but at least it's, you know, more damage than the Reaver would get. Every one of these shots does 60 damage, which is it's pretty alright. Meant this to be an Archon. Mass Store. No heals, please. We don't want them stacking. We're still alive. We are still alive. Whatever that's worth. This Guardian, he's trying. He's gonna get hunted down by those Corruptors. Gosh, the Ultras are just so strong. Let me go ahead and get some more Storm back here. How's the bot for cross YouTube and chat going? I started it, and it's able to read Twitch chat, and then that was like a couple hours of work, and that's the last update. Like, it's not even a particularly difficult thing to do, I just end up doing other things, so I just need to sit down and do it. I can just crank it out in a day, have it done. The Dragoons are doing a lot of damage. I can't complain. It's just... alright. Those units are spawned. I just needed to wait till the Epither units are spawned so they get the shield too. More Dragoons or long range? There is no solution to the Stepman versus Artanis wave. I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can. Got 3 global abilities? We do. And I'm using it on cooldown, and we're not dead. Which is, you know, it's a good start. This is a problem. That Shock Division survived. Which means that they're stacking right here. They're stacking here, that means they're going to be hitting our base. They're hitting our base and we're in a really bad spot. This might actually be a good time to slap down a select few swarm hosts staggered out so that they pull aggro from the Ultras. As much as the Ultras are pretty good versus the swarm hosts, just the ability to have them drag the units around, play with the AI a bit is quite good. Maybe a random Zealot here there to draw Ultra aggro? Zealots do not draw aggro particularly long. Neither would Swarm Hosts, but Swarm Hosts can do it over and over again, whereas Zealots do not. This mud conversion continues. Just remember not to get rid of all of them, because you still have to deal with the you still have to deal with the air. But yes, the mud conversion is good. Oh, the Guardians. Oh, but there's so many supplicants. Oh, so much damage. Okay. He AoE'd down your wave. Yes, yes he did. Can I stop this from happening? Oh no. That's 2 level 3 shock divisions now. I don't know that I can stop this from happening. I can't stop this from happening. I mean, the shock divisions aren't in range, but the Wrathwalker is, and that's it. GG. Did what I could. Yes. Alright, this time we're going to be doing a Brawl. Did I do this backwards? I autopiloted again. I autopiloted again. This is fine. Okay. Viking melting down archons. Yeah, they do that. It's really rather unfortunate. No, NG, are you still here? Because I loaded up PlanetSide a couple days ago. Went into the air again. Yes, Craig, I'm aware. Makes sense. So you are the cause. Alright, let's go. Alright, well, I guess we're putting this here. What do I get? 30 life. Ooh, 30 life. Versus Alarak, though. Alright, well, here's the thing. Cooldown isn't all that great as Raynor. Like, ideally, I'd want to go air. But versus Alarak? Yeah, I think I just gotta do this. Let's go. Spread them out a little bit. And then just keep going. Plus more life. There we go. Hello, welcome to the chat. Got 30 HP for Zag. Oh my. $85 HP Marines. Power overwhelming. Alright, let's go. Mass damage. We are the swarm. Who are you? Ooh, that's tough. And who are you against? You are against... No. That's me. Against the Warzone. Oh. Mass Wraith with the bonus attack speed probably would be a really good idea. Just make sure to have a couple Hellbats in front. I mean, that too. The awkward moment when Warzone is losing to Invis units. Thank you. Nope, I want infantry. There we go. I didn't auto gas, so I'm a little bit behind. This poor Alarak is about to have a really bad time. Knock off Nova Marines. I mean, it's really good. It's really very good. Roaches with 30 HP are so tanky. Yes, they are. What just happened? Why did they all die at the same time? Okay. Wasn't looking at the screen. Does a 10 plus 10% HP stack to the 30 HP? I don't know. Oh, the Earth Splitter did it. Okay. I'm actually not sure the answer to that one. It might. Yeah, Banana Bean, you need to have the Hellbat a little bit closer to the raise. I need a few more Hellbats for sure. That sounds good to me enough. Makes sense. Oh! Woo. That was a beautiful combo. Just realized their Alarak got +2 armor, which is going to hurt. Definitely hurts a lot. Banana, I mean, make sure to have your Hellbats closer to the Wraiths so that they are tanking while the Wraiths are... Well, so that the Wraiths can deal damage while the Hellbats are alive. And yes, I'm aware the Stalkers are beating them, and they will continue to do so for a little while. What did he get? I think he got bonus damage and weapon speed. The splash damage is real. Yeah, discount Nova Marine's no longer cutting it. Hopefully this will make the difference. When I get a line of Marauders with the concussions, I will, eventually. I think medics are just the higher priority right now. Medics are just kinda strong. And once you get the science vessels in there as well, it's gonna be disgusting. It's just gonna take a moment for it to all get up to speed. God, the Earth Splitter actually just one-shots chunks of the Marines, which is really bad. Like, it's really bad for us. Oh, the blink. Oh, the blink. That's unfortunate. Alright. This is actually a time for Thors, because Thors full shut down Stalkers. Once you get the ability. Banana Bean, why do you not have your third gas? That's a priority right there. Oh my gosh, like a third of my wave just disappeared. There goes the rest of my wave. Okay, so I lost all of my wave. I lost about 2/3 of my wave before it even made it to the bunk in front of the bunker. So that's what's happening. That's my life now. Okay. Alright, so what we can handle my wave is not going to be meaningfully useful for a little bit. Working on fixing that. I have a solution to it. It's going to take a little while. For Banana Bean, you definitely at this point need the stun lock stalkers or stun lock Thors to deal with this. God. think the the cooldown reduction on those stalkers is enough to make the raids not win. I want to know how many kills that whatchamacallit, that artillery piece got, because it wiped out my wave several times at this point. Oh gosh. Ooh boy. Uh-oh. Here comes death. It's getting like 30 kills every time it fires. It's so bad. And the Black Hammer's already here to deal with my shenanigans that I could do to stop it from happening. Oh gosh. Alright, you guys spread out. Oh, they're trying. ESO. I don't know what that is. A survivor, a splitter. That they do. Actually, how much HP do my Marines have? 94. If I get to tier 3, my Marines would probably survive it as well, wouldn't they? At least with the medic buff. Why not using the X? Because the X is best used to bring out the Hyperion. Okay. We are stacking. Yes. Predict stack plus Thor stack means you push. You did well. I just didn't expect... Oh, got it. I just did not expect the, this giant orbital ordnance to come in, and it's at 150 kills, guys. That's pretty much all my units. Here come the raids. Pushing in hard. It looks like the medic stack is broken, which is understandable. Okay. We are pushing, boys. So we stack harder than they stack. I think we finally... Which probably means we hit that point where the stalkers just lose to our units. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my Marines survived with 1 HP. Not that it... Jeez. Look at all this such... He destroyed more than half my wave by the time it arrived. It's brutal. That 1 HP is actually making a difference, you know, but still. It's not enough. Alright, Banana Bean. Time to bring out those stuns. Stop all that stalker stacking. Okay. Banshees doing these things. Rip hopes and dreams. Yeah, we're about to deal with a huge... That's another couple dozen kills. Do we at least destroy the Empowerment Yalarak? No. No, we do not. We did run out of cooldown, though. Pretty much. So how do I help the stack as much as possible? Oh, boy. That's brutal. That's a nasty stack here. That's a real nasty stack. What is it time for this? 14... Probably is. Alright, so how do I force the stack best here? something like this. Okay, so I got 14 here. Got 2 minutes apiece, so that's not gonna happen. Which means I need, what is it, 9? No. I need another 7, which I have. So come this wave, because I cannot really assist further. Uh-oh, those black hammers are going to be the death of us. Those stalkers are going to get in and deal damage. Yep. This is it, boys. Cannot save. GG. Oh, that Manx soloed my wave with a defensive turret. And he reset its kills so many times. My god. Their Alarak would have been in a huge spot of trouble. Alright, I'm gonna do that again. And away we go. Splash could have taken out those stalkers. I mean, we had Splash. Splash wasn't the issue. They just keep blinking away and regenerating. Since when did our splitter ordnance have a range reaching all the way to the spawn of the HQ? Since forever. It never didn't have that kind of range. I'm trying to think, like, how would Alarak have dealt with the Marines if it wasn't for that Earth Splitter? I don't think he would have. Like, probably the best thing he could have done. He did have Ascendants, but those really weren't cutting it at all. Like, at all. And then once I got Banshees out, it was a really bad time for him. I couldn't beat Mengsk with the one defense. Earth Splitter was MVP. It was really good. Their Stalker player was also good as well.
Thanks for the stream. I'll be headed out.
Hey, Yalzrath coming in with the super chat. I'm glad you enjoy. Good luck, man. Have a good night. Let's go. And away we go. Oh, Banana Bean. But cooldown the Stalkers do terrible, terrible things to Tychus, though. Uh-oh. Yikes. Okay. This is actually tough. I think the correct answer is actually fire here. It's like the... Yeah, I think the correct answer is actually fire here. Strangely enough. Here we go. No touch sentry. Hey, I got one Zergling on the leak. I did it, guys. One Zergling down. If you rush carries, you can get fire. I mean, it's pretty good for mirages. That's what I was wondering, because let's see, 15% versus +2, which +2 is 6th, which is 20%. So no, I mean, fire is still technically the better option for that as well, because this is a 20% increase in DPS for the mirages. And then fire is, well, obviously the better choice for carriers too. So I'm gonna keep building mirages, and if he decides to build Darkons, then I'll go from there. But like, if he doesn't build Darkons, then I'll have the advantage. Some observers, I'm just gonna scan. I'm not gonna play around with observers. I love watching StarCraft while at work. I'm glad you enjoy, Adam. Have a good one, man. That's what we're here for. Have a good time. I don't even know what he has. He's got +2 damage as well. So I definitely made the right call here. Everything is on fire! Everything is always on fire.
Gotta love watching StarCraft while at work. Thanks for the great content, Incursus.
That took a while for it to proc. Like, a long while for it to proc. Okay. Events today have been really slow. I mean, that's fair. I gotta remember to be on the spot with the scans. Yeah, this is why I kept up with Mirage production as opposed to anything else. Like, it's worth it to get on top and ahead of the Corsairs. Very worth it. What is Vorzune's buff? Vorzune picked fire as well, so +2 to attack. Why do I space out the units? What does it do? My particular opponent is building Corsairs, which are a splash damage, a rapid fire splash damage air-to-air unit. So I'm spreading out my units to mitigate splash damage. That way, you see how these Mirages aren't bunching up? Yeah. Oh no! It survived! Okay, well. Thank you, friend. Your mineral sacrifice will be remembered. It's time to do this then. This is looking to be quite one-sided. I'm okay with this. HP. Rip team. So I need to use this as soon as possible, but also not on my wave. God, Mirages with bonus damage is so good. Alright. You need this casted around here somewhere. Good job, team. That'll do. Now that we have a bit of an offset here, and we're stacking. Cancel me on Twitter. Joke's on you! I don't use my Twitter. There's another one. But what? Oh, that was there. Okay. I was like, wait, how? Oh, it was theirs. Alright, bonus damage. Let's get this and this upgrade as well. We are punching them very hard. We might just win here. Okay. So these are dealing 8 damage per hit twice right now, which is quite good. Never had to offensively micro a photon cannon before. One more carrier. Come on, come on. Mirages are so annoying. Yes. Yes, they are. Very good at simply existing for a very long time. Oh, please purge. And GG. So what the Vorzun did wrong there is they waited too long to deal with the Mirages. I see no reason why they let me have 2 rows of Mirages before starting to build Corsairs. Corsairs absolutely... Corsairs do beat Mirages. So, like, there's no reason for that. You just needed to build them. Do they beat Mirages? It's really close. It is really very close. It's even enough that whoever builds them first and whoever gets that slight mineral advantage and whoever positions correctly will be the difference. What would you say is the easiest Terran commander to learn? Probably Raynor? Raynor build Vikings Banshees, pretty much. You'd say Tyke is easy to learn. That is a joke. Am I gonna play any Zerg-Hex? Not tonight. I realize that there has been a very large balance patch, and it is, from what I've tested of it and seen of it, more seen than tested. It's actually quite good of a balance patch, at least in terms of actual balance. Oh, this is so good. Oh. Oh, in the mirror match. Oh, alright, well, one option.
Say again? Status report.
Manx again. That puts Banana Bean at the advantage. Oh, double Manx. Oh, so you're gonna have to deal with mass tiny units, ultras, and if your opponent dares build heroic units, you build a Vega to mind control them. That's the long and the short of that.
Nova here. Status report. Confirm that last.
So many Zerglings going away, and there's about to be more. Oh, well, you know, grenade works too, I guess.
Status report. What's going on? Confirm that last. Go ahead.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Come on, come on. One more, one more.
Not enough minerals.
Alright. Wait, no, why am I getting this? Don't do that. Incursus, stop it. Bad. Also,
Over
don't
here.
snipe. Thank you. Now snipe. This is okay. What did he take? He took a weapon speed? Oh, he took Shadow. Okay. Maybe 2 more waves? That's fine. I mean, I have the HP regen, so
Say again?
I'm getting... The leaks aren't as nice. Might go Hollows versus Goliath? He might. Would not be a bad idea.
Status report. Go ahead.
Not enough minerals.
What's my normal stream schedule? Normal stream schedule, you can see in the description below,
Status report.
is Wednesday starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard, and Saturday starting at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, which is a time zone for everyone. Yes, yes, I cleaned both waves. Tend to do that. Though I did have to kind of sacrifice the auto gas for that. Siege tank survives based on stacking here. This will be a nice grenade. That was a very nice grenade. Beautiful.
Not enough minerals.
Is that a stealth Nova? That is a stealth Nova. I need to make that go away. Alright, time for me to hit this then. I'm thinking of that. Probably a good idea. I had a different idea, though. Something I think will work a little bit better. If Miro didn't go awry and went straight to tanks, why don't you go air? I'm trying to go air, but in a stacking kind of way. So it'll be something like Liberators. I just want to make sure that I have a good front line for it. Like, if I'm going to deal with stacking here, I need to have a baseline unit and just try to punch through and take out their photon cannon, which we've almost done, which we just did. Now that we have this, then I can go toward dealing with the next wave. Like, I could cheese it out, but that's going to cost me the ability to deal with the, the cannon. Like, it's just a better option to have a stronger wave than a cheesier wave, if you would, if I to explain
Complete.
more thoroughly. Now that I have a better wave, I can start using necessary cheese to wipe everything out. Just kind of give them a nightmare of an experience. You know what's better versus tanks than Banshees? Liberators. You know what's better versus Marines than Liberators? Banshees.
Not enough minerals.
We'll start with that. Banana Bean! Get your gas!
With pleasure, Commander. Reporting for action.
Meme berators. Ah. Alright, let's get one of these apiece. So much damage. This is actually a good reason to be getting the Hellbats here. But I think just the Raid Lib is... I think if I could just get enough Raid Libs, it'll work out. Because then their Meg's going to have to deal with anti-air. He's going to have to build anti-air, which he does not want to be building versus Tychus. Of course, Banshees could do the same thing, but I still think Liberators are the more consistent route. Should I say the more cost-inefficient route for my opponents? Does Nova Banshee have splash? Yes, Nova Banshee does have splash. It's got a lot of splash. Woo. Bile doing good things. Oh look, the Liberators had enough damage output to clean up every single one of those troopers, which means we have free reign on everything. On absolutely everything. What's better than Banshees with left unchecked? Liberators, by far. Yeah, with their wave taking on 2.5 waves. Yeah. Yeah, that'll happen. Bob, what did you do? Why would you go tanks right out the gate? Why did you do this? needing to figure out these mirrors in the middle of the game. I could see that being a problem, yeah. Okay, having a little bit of issues with some siege tanks, put it lightly.
Target confirmed. Reporting for action.
Has it been a crazy stream? It has been a nice chill stream. I do think I actually need some banshees though. Like the splash damage is just too good to pass up at this point. Like
Say again.
hollows would be good, but banshees. Just the Liberator's just spitting out lead every so often, just wiping everything out. It's so good. Oh yes, please wipe the tanks. Don't let them deal with their Tychus. Good job. There we go. This should clean up any of those tiny little swarm units. I mean, the what are they called? The auras are given out by player position. Bob had access to the same one. He elected, I think, not to take it. Instead, going with the speed option, which is a mistake, for sure. Whew, that splash damage coming in and wiping out all those Marines. 5 kills, 7 kills, 2 kills on those Banshees. That's gonna leave the Raid Liberators free to clean up every last one of those tanks. Well, almost. There's a Sky Fury here chipping away at them, but trivial details. Alright, now I suppose I get hollow decoys just to make sure that they have 0 chance of ever coming back. Not that they're going to survive the Tychus here. Like, there's no way they don't. The Tychus doesn't just win this, right? Oh, no. See, Shock Divisions are a good unit. Very good unit. Whew. Yep, all those Marines just instant died. 8 kills, 11 kills, 7 kills on those Banshees. Yep. No anti-air allowed out of Manx here. Poor Sky Fury. Trying so hard. Let's go. What do you think is the best tier 3 unit, not including Mothership or Hyperion? Ooh. There aren't a lot of tier 3 units. Probably Swan's Thors. Probably Swan Thors. If we don't talk costs, Apocalypse. I mean, cost is kind of included always. It's kind of the nature of it, but I guess I could see that.
Enemy sight. Orders received.
In that case, probably it would be the Black Hammer. We're talking about that. Gotta think about it. If you say Hyperion Mothership cost... Well, I mean, he in the question, he excluded Hyperion and Mothership. There are so many Sky Furies. And they're chipping away, but I'm still winning on the ground. Pretty hard. Let's see, Hollow Decoy's performing very well. Just indecision. Get some of this going. Not even sure Mex Thor. In a 1v1, Mex Thor doesn't win versus Duke of Apocalypse. Like, Mex Thor has 1,000 HP and deals, what, 2 by 80 every second? That's similar levels of HP with, like, plus 50% damage output. There's no way it doesn't win, right? And in terms of anti-air, the only, like, the Black Hammer's anti-air is way stronger than the Apocalypse anti-air, but of course it's limited to only being able to do one at a time.
Not enough minerals.
When probably is 300 HP left max. I mean, that's fair. There's still a lot of HP. It's more HP than just about everything else here. Except Nova units. Like, that's still... 300 HP is not an insignificant amount of HP. Well, it's about time I got my own siege tanks, I see. Come on, siege tank, keep trying. Oh. That's so much bile. Good lord, Craig. How many of them? Not gassing? I should have gassed a long time ago. I'm just not accustomed to getting the third gas, or the fourth gas. Sorry. I just naturally just didn't get it. These tanks are starting to stack. Oh yes. I mean, my wave has been stacking ever since it has basically since wave 1. So like, the tanks are good, but the Liberator's been stacking since wave 1. Goliaths have been there too. Warbringer best tier 3 unit. Warbringer's up there, definitely up there for sure. Rip those tanks. I just realized Bob still has 0 armor. Rip all his units. You cloud every unit. Vipers are difficult to deal with for sure. Oh, this is looking real bad for Team 2. Oh yeah, there's no way to survive this. This is over. GG. Poor Bob. Didn't nail the mirror. We leaked so hard every time. Viper MVP. Viper is the answer to every just shy of every problem Tychus can have, or Abathur can have. You want to see Mangsk? Too late, already randomed. Away we go. Wait, is Winter playing Cyberpunk right now? Oh dear. It's actually probably quite nice for him. Max has a lot of fun and expensive toys. He really does. Max is very fun. Been playing it for the last couple days. I have as well. I just don't think it would be ideal to have on stream. As much as it is a good game, and as much as a lot of people have been suffering issues with it, like hardware issues or bugs and glitches and such, I haven't. Not any significant ones, anyways. So I've been enjoying it pretty well. Cyberpunk does not have multiplayer. I've just decided that, well, not the kind of content I think would be YouTube friendly. Don't get me wrong, good game, great stuff in it. YouTube Google overlords don't particularly care about such things. Spiff broke it already. I'd hardly say Spiff broke it. You can accidentally do that. Like, literally just play. So, for those who don't know, there is an entire RPG system. I know, big shock, it's an RPG. The more of a task you do, let's say, the more you craft, the stronger your crafting skill gets. Works pretty well. There's one particular skill tree, the sidearm skill tree, that's just entirely unbalanced. Like, there's no... You don't have to do anything. Just using a sidearm breaks the game. Not like glitches and such. It's just unbalanced to an unreasonable degree. So, like, that's just it. Like, it's just picking up a pistol and using it levels up your pistol, which then breaks the game. It's funny. I elected to not go into pistols. Why are pistols so broken in every Shadowrun game? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. So I think for this, I think this is just what I want. Greg, that one vile roach hitting their Kerrigan. So good. Good thing they delayed it in eternity to fix stuff. Indeed. Yeah, it's definitely, if you haven't gotten it, I would definitely recommend waiting a month or two. Like, they've already put out 4 patches for the thing. Like, they're working on it. They're working on it a lot, and it's a good game as is, and it's going to be a better game when they finished with it. Like, when they actually have enough patches through it. But, like, I do strongly recommend just kind of holding off for a little while. Give it a little bit. Let the patches go through. There are some pretty significant performance issues, and if you have a lesser machine, I would recommend just not in its entirety. Just don't. The world is huge, and there's so much content. There's so much stuff going on at all times. It's extremely intensive. Basically paid beta. Probably actually. It's not a bad description. Then again, I think if they delayed any longer, then people would have been hellaciously angry with them. Am I trying to play Tech Priest? Basically, yes. I do have that mass hacking thing going. I mean, with Cyberpunk, I can literally flatline an entire, like, go to an enemy that's level-wise way higher than I have any right to engage, and I can flatline an entire dungeon, effectively a dungeon of them, without ever entering the dungeon. Like, I can stay out so far away from the area that I'm not even registered as an attacker, and I can flatline an entire dungeon. It's not... If you thought pistols was broken, can literally wipe out everything without ever stepping into the region. It's quite good. It's quite a good build, but it is something you have to get fully maxed in order to really take advantage of, which makes sense. There are spreadsheets for Direct Strike? Yes, there are. Oh, poor rifle. He got mutas. That's a mistake. Oh yeah, that's right. Rifle, you like Zerglings, don't you? Forgot about that. Is there a non-lethal route? Yes and no. There are weapons that are lethal. There are weapons that are non-lethal. You can knock people out instead of decapitate them, but it's the same effect, and it's just a cosmetic difference. Like, if you go up to someone and use the takedown button, you have 2 buttons. You can either do lethal takedown or non-lethal takedown, and there's no difference between them. It's just one... In one, the target falls down and in a bloody mess. The other one, the target falls down and just is still visibly breathing in an animation. There is no difference between them in terms of storyline or otherwise. So, like, sure. Just technically isn't dead, yes. And in terms of intuition, there are certain weapons that you would think would be very lethal that are considered non-lethal. Something like a long blade that's basically a mace with its blade replaced, or the ball at the end replaced with a very sharp chopping axe-style blade, which is considered a blade rather than an axe for some reason. That's a non-lethal weapon, and you could slap people. You could do a power strike on someone's head, and you see this, and you hear this particularly organic squishing sound. And they fall down, and they're considered not dead because you hit them with a technically non-lethal weapon. But hey, you know, whatever makes the difference, right? Or, you know, you could hit them with a piece of hacker software that causes all of their implants to literally catch on fire and immolate the person to unconsciousness, despite quite literally melting the person's cranial implants. Like, that's the whole gimmick. It melts the implants, rendering them inoperable and igniting nearby tissue in their brain, which then causes their entire body to fully immolate until they fall down unconscious. It's like, oh yeah, okay. Non-lethal. Yeah, that roach is really good. I mean, I'd win my wave anyways, but I'm not complaining. It just means I have a huge amount more Hydras to go flatten Alarak with. Oh yeah, that's a flattened Alarak. Plus 30 HP is the best total right now, but... is it? Because the biomass triple HP? Oh, that does stack. That's up to 700. Ooh. Ooh, that's kind of nice. I would think just the, like, plus 8 HP regen would be good. I mean, if he wants to do that, like... Unfortunately, I didn't get to engage his wave because Alarak showed up, but I'm pretty certain I would have actually beaten that. Hmm. Okay. Thing is, native lifesteal from biomass units is stronger than any amount of regen you can give. This is true. So that's a pretty nasty stack we got going on, or they have going on there with the, Alright. We don't have Kerrigan here anymore, do we? No, we do not. Alright, so I mean, the Hydras are getting close enough to deal damage to the Broodlords, but with any amount of stacked units, it's gonna be a mess. With the previous wave being there to, well, tank for the Broods, I'm not gonna be able to push into the Broods. Kind of an issue. Should keep Zergling's IEDs. That would be what we call in the business overpowered. I need Kerrigan to go away, and then these guys can come up here and flatten this. Alright. No more Broodlords for you. Oof. Splash damage. Why is he getting so much... I guess he's to deal with me, I suppose. It's like, why are you getting so much splash damage versus Artanis? Especially considering Artanis has feedback, which invalidates the High Templar. At least that's how doing versions of them. Spread out my mutas? I am spreading them out. Look, they're all... There's nothing... Just nothing stacking. They generally kind of stack up. They dump Ravager shots in my way if it's done for. Yes. It's generally how Ravager shots work. There's a very fortunate, whew. At least that splash didn't hit my wave. Or at least my, mutas. I mean, my Hydras. They hit my mutas, not my Hydras. What happened to the... Oh, I got the tiny extractor. Hello, tiny extractor. Long time no see. Did you just catch a live stream? Indeed. Welcome to this chat, friend. Poor Tauras. You feel like you're destined to kill all mutas? I mean, you're gonna have to. Or you're just gonna straight up lose the game at this point. Easter egg or bug? Bug, technically. Oh. No mutas survived. I think it may be time for me to finally get my own Broodlords. Probably. Worked pretty well versus Alarak. Go on. Make the Abathur go away. Oh, that actually hurts a couple Wrathwalkers. Oh, this is not good. This is very much so not good. Go on. Clean up the Broodlords, please. Thank you. And clean these up. There we go. That's some serious damage output. Thank you for the overshield, by the way, Banana Bean. Lurkers, Ultras, and Broodlords still good? Indeed. I have the options between them. Only reason I'm saying Broodlords is because we're pushing into an Alarak who suffers a bit harder against the Broodlords than he does against Lurkers. But both are good options. Lurkers would murder the waves? Yes. I mean, the reason I don't mind that not getting Lurkers so much is I'm already murdering the waves. I'm looking more about stacking units. Like, my units are kind of dying here, and I need something that stacks a bit harder. Lurkers are okay, but my wave is not surviving, and these units would just walk over and slaughter the Lurkers, for what it's worth. Broodlords, on the other hand, would stack. If Brood stack versus their Abba, it's going to destroy them. Exactly. I may have to invest into a couple ultras myself. Maybe. Like, we're just straight DPSing them down, but still. Yeah. That awkward moment when you have so many Hydras that the Ultras can't get to you. It's so much. The Empower Me coming in with 37 kills and counting. Ooh, that hurts a lot. That hurts a lot. This is an issue. The whole stacking Wrathwalkers is going to be a significant issue. Yeah. Taurus purging through. I'm gonna have to get Taurus to match. Which hurts me even more. Yep. Wrathwalkers are troublemakers. Abathur can deal with them, but he's got to survive the leaks. Okay, he's gonna clean them up. Now he's got an issue because his forces are wounded and Oh ho ho, the biles. Okay, that's a huge amount of damage. Okay. My wave really struggles versus the biles. Like, I cannot afford to be taking hits from biles here. Do we win this? Kinda, sorta. Kinda, sorta. Shield plus regen on the Muta and Hydra. It's quite good, isn't it?
I am the swarm. We require more minerals.
Oh, the bile's doing so much work. This is going to be a very difficult stack for them to clean up. Their only hope of really cleaning it up flawlessly was that massive biles that they had, which did not happen. These Broodlords still had 0 kills apiece. Ultras melting to the Hydras. Good. Alarak here to try. Mutas survived. The splash damage didn't hit them off of Alarak, which means Alarak's wave just melts. This is, oh, that's a double stack of Tempest. Was a double stack of Tempest. This is good for us. This is very good for us. That stack of biles will clean up these Tempests, but not without consequence. Okay. Time for me to get more stack going. Ravagers nuking Broodlings is awesome. Yes! This is why Broodlords are good here. Any amount of crowd control we can get on the field is just top. Those Ultras are so tanky. Oh, how many? He got 49 with 1 hit. He's up to 61 now. 66, 68, up to 68. Okay. All those biles hitting the broodlings as opposed to the Tempest line. That's huge. That's huge. Get some Zerglings to armor shred the Hydras. That's actually not a bad idea. Let's mix in a few here and there. Just get a little bit of armor shred going. Got movement speed and armor shred. Don't really care about the other things right now. This for that alpha damage. Alright, time for more stacking. All those biles auto-casting onto their own line. Oh, that's a beautiful sight to see. And Krag's mutas are actually going behind the lines and clearing out those brood lords, as are the Vipers. Okay, that's good. This looks like a doom stack. I don't think they can survive this kind of thing. Like, Alarak is good, but without an Aparami, he's not clearing this out. Yeah. That's a lot of siege. GG. Excellent. We did so much damage! Great. I want to do that again. This Brawl is actually pretty alright. Does change around a lot of things, but it is a pretty alright Brawl. Brawl, Commanders, Public, go. Just one more weekly Brawl. I know that feel. Oh my. Someone is lagging. Okay. Oof. Can you imagine if we got the life aura on this? So blood I don't think works too well on this, just because of the low HP of my units. Cooldown speed would enable my units to use more abilities more often, which is good. This is actually a tough one. Okay, so what do I have here? Which commander are you?
Cat got your tongue.
Okay.
Upgrade complete.
Actually, don't know what I wrote here. Like, probably armor. I'll do this. Alright. It took a little while to do this, so I'm not going to win my wave this time, but...
Safeguarding the future. Some will die so that others may live. Trooper.
Those are not meant to be troopers.
Not enough minerals.
Away we go.
Upgrade complete.
Push forward. Oh, well, grenade ended that. Hey, convenient. We push with soldiers this time. Nice. Now, how do I handle these besides not well? Artanis versus Tychus.
Not enough minerals.
Alright, so let's do this guy here.
Some will die so that others.
Not enough.
Get one of these guys out front. There we go. Ghosts? No. The Emperor's Shadows lose horribly to Nova's Elite Ghosts. It's not even close. Vile Roach's MVP! If we can keep this Ravager alive a bit longer and it gets off another bile, did not get off another bile. Rip Ravager.
Target locked. Safeguarding the future. What's going on?
No, I wanted the Ravagers to survive. Sadness. Alright, as long as these guys are going... Okay, this is going to be a problem. Siege tanks are a good unit. What did he actually pick? He got +2 armor. Wait, he got +2 armor? I didn't have that option. Hmm. Okay. That was brutal. It was really very brutal. How could you do that, Crack? Just wipe out an entire wave with one ability cast? Terrible, terrible person. Alright, so that those siege tanks doing bad things, you took care of them both. Okay, nope, you took care of one of them, and then goes the other one. Artanis is trying, but Storm, not enough. There we go. He brought siege tanks to the field, I brought siege tanks to the field. Our siege tanks are different. But at the end, the Ravagers are the victors. Why am I not surprised? Let's see, he doesn't have any biological. He's just like baby Tychus. I can kind of get it. Not what I intended to get. I intended to get this one. Oh well. Do they have the ability to survive this here? They don't have anti-air, at least not in any significant amount. We're just gonna take the, this Tempest alone will take the cannon. That's nice for us. Easy bonus, easy upgrade here. Good job, Banana Bean. So now I'm pushing into Tychus, who is going to cause a huge amount of problems for me. Because he's already got a lot of Vegas, and I've invested notably into those elite units, which are just going to be mind controlled every time. So I have a solution to this, kind of. It's more units. I know, big surprise. Is this ready yet? No. I would say I'm participating in this game, but Krag is just wiping the floor with everything, and my units are just kind of here. That's about how that's going. Oh my. Be careful what you ask for, Bob. He might just do that. You just spam out the anti-air rocket. They don't have any air! Well, I mean, they have a liberator, but I don't know if that counts. Like, it's not gonna survive. This is, yeah, my units just barely made it in time. GG. Oh, good lord. I did 19. I did so little. Like, I was beating my opponent. I was winning my wave, but it just didn't matter. Krag just stole everything is what happened there. Like, by a huge margin. Oh, jeez. Good job, Krag. Alright. Alright, guys. Well, you know what? There's something I want to do. Where is it? Which one? I'm gonna mess this up. I mess it up every time. Oh, we gotta wait for... Okay, one moment. But there's something I want to do. I haven't done in a while. Because I have a friend. A friend is kind of loose. Someone I've been watching for a bit. Currently playing Minecraft. He's a coder. He does programming things. And it's a lot of fun. He's doing something right now that I have not yet done. At least, that's not true. I have done it, but not to the same degree he has. Yeah, of course. Of course I put it on the wrong one. There we go. There we go. We're going to have a little bit of fun with this. And you guys get to see him do live coding in Minecraft to write code that is going to be used in Minecraft to mod things, which is great fun to do. I do recommend it. I've done this once to defeat people in draconic armor, which was a lot of fun because I had no idea what was happening. But let's go ahead and use that raid command. If you're on YouTube chat, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun, a little bit of cross-platform. A little bit of cross-platform fun. If you're on Twitch, make sure to stick around for a moment so we can pump those numbers up. We should be able to pretty easily hit that triple-digit number to make a decent amount over there. Make a bit of a splash. Make sure to follow that link. We're going to have a little bit of fun here. I'm actually quite proud of him. He was a very small streamer, like not even affiliated, and now he did something really cool. And suddenly a huge amount, currently sitting at 2K viewers, which is amazing. Very proud of him. And he did it all doing programming, which is near and dear to my heart. I probably, now that I think about it, I'm getting motivation to do more programming things. Probably going to work on actually making the voting bot tomorrow, which is going to be great. Indeed. Alright. So here we are. This is what I want to see. Alright, guys, are we ready? We'll be starting the raid here in a moment. And we're almost at that triple digit number, guys. Come on, just a little bit more. Just a few more, hop on over. Almost triple digits. We can do it. If you guys are on Twitch, you don't need to use the command. We're up at 289. Oh, we have a few AFKs. Hey, there we go. We see that triple digit viewers now. We just gotta wait for them all to register for the raid so we can send that number over up to 92 registered. Come on. Want to see that 100. 94, 95 registered. Oh, so close. 96. 97. Three more. Who's the lucky three? 98, 99, 100. Let's go. I think it ticked down to 99 at the last possible second. Let's see what he has to say.
Incursus, thanks for the raid. 100 people.
Exactly. 100. Nailed it. Perfect.
Flappy Bird.
Oh, is he actually making Flappy Bird in Minecraft? Oh, that's going to be hilarious. Oh, I cannot wait to see that.
Messages.
So what he does is he does a lot of computer craft stuff. You guys have seen me use it in Minecraft before.
Void flip.
He does a lot of cool things using graphics and animation, which is a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. Usually I just use computer craft for messing with people and like controlling of drones and such, just to mess with people. But he actually is using it to, he built like an entire casino, and he built a full of third-party applications so that he can basically control turtles with WASD, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I recommend checking him out.
To-do list. Some kind
A lot of good fun.
list maker.
But for now, I'm going to be hanging out in his chat, and more importantly, I'm going to go get some food. So I'm going to say have a good night, everyone, and I will see you guys later.